Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So as many of you might know, the beta is finally here. It took place this weekend, and basically if you got an invite you were able to get in and play on the one region that they gave to us, which was kind of like a jungle themed area, heavy on vegetation and forests, great for basically sneak around, plenty of cover and everything at your disposal. But today I'm bringing you something special. Because a couple of weeks ago, I was able to attend this event in Paris where we got our hands on a new area of the map, which you can see on the screen right now. It's basically set in the mountains, not a lot of trees, not a lot of vegetation cover, it's very open. That's kind of like the main thing I took away from playing on that region. So it kind of shows you the great diversity to be expected when this game finally releases. So before any of you start commenting about the graphics of this game, I would have to point out that this was all recorded on a PlayStation 4, and I believe it was just the standard version of the PS4, it wasn't the PS4 Pro. And the game does look significantly better on PC, and I can vouch for that personally because I've played the beta on my own computer and I maxed out the graphics. The game was surprisingly running smoothly for me. I was getting above 60 FPS on max settings, which you probably will see in one of my upcoming videos very soon. But there seems to be quite a big difference graphically between the PS4 version of this game and the PC, which is kind of to be expected. I still want to see this game running on a PS4 Pro, just to see if there's gonna be noticeable difference between the PS4 Pro version and just the regular PS4 as well. The mission we were asked to play here was to search and kill the commander of this region, Karl Burkhardt, and once again we were able to approach the mission however we wanted. So 3 of my co-op partners actually took a slightly different approach to mine, as they flew up in the air in a separate helicopter and then they decided to parachute down into the area of operations. But I however decided to take a more direct approach, so I stole myself an attack helicopter armed with missiles, and I decided I'll try and blow up as many of the enemies sky high at the entrance to the mine where our target was hiding, which then we had to enter and try and kill him. Seeing as I'm showing you guys some helicopter footage in the background, I thought I'd address the issue of flying in this game. I feel like it has been simplified quite a bit compared to other games, but at the same time it made it nearly impossible to aim properly with helicopters. Basically when you yell with the helicopter, you either go up or down, and it gets locked to a position where you're either like flying at full speed, or it's the transition from it going slightly tilted forward to just basically being horizontal. There's kind of like no middle ground where you can control where you're actually aiming. So it's all kind of based to lack, which I did not like about the game. I tried it on PC, it's pretty much the same thing. Maybe I just haven't had enough time to play around with flying in this game. Maybe it's just hard to master and not as simple as it first comes across. But I don't know, it's just something that I didn't really think they've done right in this game, so there's definitely some improvements to be done there. So as you guys know, this was recorded at a press event over in France, and basically the audio quality from our microphones was just not the best because we're basically in a room full of people, so there was a lot of background noise, so that's why I decided to cut all of that out because I'm sure you guys wouldn't want to listen to that anyway. So what I'm gonna do is just leave you with the rest of the footage. Without my commentary, you can kind of just immerse yourself in the world and get a better feel for the game, and just listen to some of the sound effects in this game, which are surprisingly quite good. I'm still gonna insert my commentary here and there if anything comes up and catches my eye that I'd like to point out to you guys. But anyway, just sit back and enjoy the rest of this video.
Bring in prisoners and make the recruits take turns on them with hammers and machetes. Sometimes it's men, sometimes women, sometimes it's little kids. And the recruits know that if they hesitate, they're next. We're right of the cage.
Target down.
Tango down. There's another one, right? He's settling down. Must think we backed off.
Frag out.
So as you saw from this segment here, even though we were forced down underground into the tunnel, we still had the option to go and explore a little bit, because you had like little tunnels going in all sorts of different directions. You don't know where the enemies are going to be, so I guess that's gonna make it quite interesting when you actually want to replay the game, because you don't know exactly where you're gonna get approached from. And this tunnel being so big, it also allows for some sort of an armored car to get in there if you want to approach it with maybe going guns blazing with a minigun and everything. I don't know, it's just interesting. It's nothing mind-blowing or anything, but it's just kind of nice to have that freedom that they constantly brag about in this game.
Frag out. La mierda, culeros. Frag out. Frag out. Get set.
No, take cover.
Target down.
So as you saw there, I just took down the target, I took down Carl Buchart, and it seems like every time you take down one of these leaders of the region, you basically unlock a unique weapon that you can only access once you kill them. In this case being the M4A1 Tactical, and the way I think this game is going to work is basically where you have to take down these individual leaders to destabilize the cartel, and for you to be able to go after the leader of the Santa Blanca at the end of the game.
Buchart's dead. Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on. I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
So as part of the rebel support, you're able to request vehicles to be dropped off near your location to help you get around the map a little bit. When I played the preview, basically that vehicle was a helicopter, but in the beta, it has been a car. So I'm not sure if in the final game you're gonna be able to choose whatever vehicle it's gonna spawn. I wish that's gonna be a feature. If maybe you unlock more vehicles, you'll be able to request attack helicopters, armored cars, maybe trucks and everything. It would be kind of cool instead of you trying to find those vehicles in the open world, which might take some time to actually find.
I got it. I'll fly.
When was the last time you talked to your family? Right before we shipped out for Bolivia. You tried to call but missed him. Probably at my son's football practice. Had to leave a voicemail. That's rough. You miss him? Every damn day. That don't matter. I'm still getting divorced.
The covert deployments must be the worst. Can't say where you're going, can't say when you're coming back. One day you're there, next day you're gone. I don't know how they do it.
To tell you the truth, I'm just happy I'm getting an honest divorce. Remember Kozak? Motherfucker came home and his wife cleaned out the whole goddamn house except for a single fucking chair. Cleaned out the bank account too.
I know. I just try to make every moment count when I'm home. Give them everything I got. Hope it's enough.
Now y'all sad sack motherfuckers see why I'm still single. All I'm worried about back home is...
Got eyes in the cartel search. Hold up.
So right here was probably one of my favorite moments when playing at the press event. It's just a moment that stood out to me the most. It felt so epic the way we came down in the middle of an open field with hardly any cover whatsoever. We're under fire from the very beginning. We started lobbing grenades at the enemies and everything, just going prone and making sure we survive this gunfight. It felt very chaotic, but at the same time, in a weird way, it felt tactical and amazing. And I don't know, it's just like a little thing that stood out to me so much. And at that moment, I did kind of realize that this game feels like a weird hybrid between The Division and Arma 3. I don't know, I think that's a not bad mix whatsoever. Obviously, The Division wasn't a great game whatsoever, but I know some people enjoy it, and it did have some good mechanics. But anyway, guys, that is gonna be it for another episode of Ghost Recon Wildlands. Let me know in the comments if you like these styles of videos where they're kind of more informational, where I talk about my opinions on a game with maybe some exclusive footage in the background. If so, I'll make sure to try and get some of those videos out to you guys as soon as possible. But I've got more Ghost Recon content coming out very soon with the rest of the team, Ivan, Cheney, and all that. So I hope you're gonna look forward to that. But anyway, if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for more Ghost Recon Wildlands. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take a goodbye. Bye bye bye.